Yes, people, how's it going? Welcome back to Lily White Lane. Hope you're doing good, hope you're keeping safe and well, and hope you're having a smashing Friday and beginning to your weekend, wherever you are in the world and whatever you are planning to get up to over the next few days. What am I going to be bringing to you guys on today's show and this morning's show? I'm going to be talking to you about the latest and greatest Tottenham Hotspur transfer rumours and reports that have come out over the last 24 hours. And what better place to start than the absolutely embarrassing offer Tottenham Hotspur put in for Leicester City attacking midfielder James Maddison and Leicester City left winger Harvey. The news we heard yesterday, and I genuinely hope this isn't true because it's just embarrassing. It's embarrassing if we actually have done this. The news we heard yesterday is that Tottenham Hotspur and Daniel Levy have put in a combined 50 million bid for James Maddison and Harvey Barnes, right? Let me repeat that. Tottenham Hotspur have put in a combined 50 million bid for James Maddison and Harvey Barnes. What drugs has Daniel Levy been on? I want to know. I genuinely want to know. Has he taken spice? Has he taken crack? What makes this absolute bold mini-me looking lunatic think that this is a good idea? Someone tell me, right? Already you're 10 million off Maddison. Maddison's market value and the value that Leicester City have put on him is 60 million. So you're already 10 million off that. And you're just trying to forget about the 30 to 35 million you'd probably have to pay for Barnes. For a combined deal, you're looking at 85 to 90 million. And this twathead, who's chairman of our football club, is trying to pay 50 million for them both. I'm sure you've all seen that video, that meme that's been going around. And I'll translate it into Tottenham terms. Daniel Levy's the guy who walks in, Daniel Levy's the guy who walks into the shop, and the shop owner is Leicester City. And Daniel Levy walks in, he grabs, Maddison and Harvey Barnes, and he goes, "How much is this?" And the shop owner goes, "That's 90 million, sir." Daniel Levy goes, "I got 50 million, F you, bastard." That's what it's like. That's what it's like. It's pathetic. Why can this guy, Daniel Levy, just not pay the full amount for a player to bring them in, like every other club does? If you want Maddison and Barnes, just pay 90 million and you get Maddison and Barnes. You have the money. I know you do. It's not difficult. Respective of whether I think that's a good deal and whether you should be paying enough for those players, if you want them, pay the money you're after them. You're not going to go into Tesco's and see donuts valued at £3 and try and argue with a guy at the cashier and say, "I'm only paying £2. What about £2.20? Just pay the full money and you get the product. You get the item. You really want those two players, pay the 90 million. But no, we're going to miss out on them again because you're such a stingy, bold bastard. Just like we missed out on Bruno Fernandes by 2 and 3 million. Just like we missed out on Milan Skriniar by 5 million when Mourinho was our manager. Just like we missed out on Dybala when Pochettino was our manager. The amount of managers who have missed out on the players they wanted, who would have really improved this squad, just because our owner doesn't know how to negotiate properly. There's a difference between a tough negotiator, which people label Daniel Levy, and just a dickhead of a negotiator. And that's what Daniel Levy is. He's a dickhead of a negotiator. No wonder no chairman likes this guy, because consistently he's coming in with these outrageous and ridiculous bids. And this is another one. This is just another one on the list. 50 million for a deal that should cost you probably about 90 million. It's ridiculous. It's an absolute joke. I need to calm down. I'm sorry, but it's so infuriating. I almost hope, like I say, that this news isn't true. It hasn't come out from the most reliable sources, so let's hope not. But, oh man, if it is, I mean, does this guy genuinely believe Leicester are going to open up their phone and just go, "Oh yeah, no, 50 million, that's a good deal for both Maddison and Barnes. We'll take that. We'll take that on board." I mean, like I say, what drugs is this guy on to make him believe that? And the saddest thing is he genuinely believes he's doing good. Daniel Levy, he genuinely believes he's Superman. He believes he does no wrong. This guy's football IQ is like 7. His football IQ is pathetic. He's a great businessman, but his football intelligence is pathetic. And to try and get, two players who are worth 90 million for 50 million, it's a joke. And one of those players is worth 60 million alone. You're paying 10 million less for that player alone. So look, this deal's absolutely pathetic in my opinion. I hope it doesn't go through, one, because I think that's a bit of a waste of money that you could be spending on one player as a centre-back who could genuinely massively improve our team. And 2, because it's just pathetic bidding that amount for players when they've already got a market price on them. But look, comment your thoughts down below. Do you want Maddison and Barnes? If so, how much would you bid for them? And what do you think about the 50 million bid that Tottenham Hotspur have put onto them? Moving on from some bad news, in my opinion, and some embarrassing news, let's talk about some good news. The news we have been hearing this morning, and I'm not going to get too ahead of myself. Davinson Sanchez wants to leave Tottenham Hotspur. Davinson Sanchez wants to leave Tottenham Hotspur, and Tottenham Hotspur are open to agreeing a deal to let Eric Dier leave the club. Woo! In the words of Ric Flair, get in! I really hope this happens. Genuinely. Dier and Sanchez, I never thought I'd see the day. I never thought I'd see the day when a clown show leaves Tottenham Hotspur. You know, people dream of winning Premier Leagues. I dream of Sanchez and Dier leaving our football club. Genuinely. Do I think they'll leave? No bids have really come in yet. I don't blame anyone, because genuinely, who's going to look at how bad Dier and Sanchez have been this season and go, I want a piece of that. I want a piece of that. Like, genuinely, no one really. So we're going to have to find some dodgy-ass club from Saudi Arabia or Belgium to try and sign one of these two players. I don't care. This is where it will probably go downhill. Daniel Levy will try and get the 40 million that he bought Davinson Sanchez for to sell him on, not realising how bad the guy is, because he's such a businessman. It's not like you buy a stock and it stays the same, Daniel Levy. This is a player who's progressively gotten shitter. So I just hope any bid that comes out or comes in for those two players, just take it, man. I'd let them both go for free, genuinely, happily let them both go for free. So any bid, whether it's 5 million or 15 million, let them both go, man. Don't be tough with negotiating. You know, that's the thing with Ndombele as well. I can't see us letting go of Ndombele this summer because of Daniel Levy and the fact that he's going to want to try and get the 60 million he bought Ndombele for, not realising he's about a 25 to 30 million player now. So look, Daniel Levy's got to remember that Sanchez isn't a 40 million player anymore. He's got to remember how shit Dier is. And genuinely, we get these two players out, and Longlay's going as well. We're ending his loan, which is great. So we get these three crap defenders out. We bring in 3 defenders. We're cooking next season. I don't want to get too excited, but that's the thing. We've got some class players. I've always said it. It's a mixture of world class and absolutely world shit in our team. Genuinely. You've got Kane, Son, players like that who are world class, and Dier Sanchez players who are down there. If we get rid of the dead wood this summer, which Paratici tried to and completely and utterly failed because he's a fraud, but if Scott Munn and Ange Postecoglou and Daniel Levy can get rid of players such as Dier and Sanchez, and we can replace them with not even top centre-backs, but decent enough centre-backs, Tottenham Hotspur can go for something next season. I don't know what, but Tottenham Hotspur can go for a trophy, because it's as simple as this. You eliminate the shit, you get better. You get better. There's a lot of deadwood to clear out, but this is a start if we get rid of these two. And it's a start hearing that we're willing to. A few months ago, or a few weeks ago in fact, we heard that Spurs were looking at offering Dier a new contract. Now we're hearing that Spurs are a little bit reluctant to do that. So I'm glad to hear that. I am glad to do that. Hopefully Postecoglou's talked some sense over the phone into Daniel Levy. So look, Dier and Sanchez, comment your thoughts down below. Do you think they'll leave this summer? Do you want them to leave this summer? And if so, how much would you both take them for? Look, I want to hear your thoughts on all the transfer rumours. Dier, Sanchez, Maddison, Barnes. I want to hear them all. Thank you guys for watching this video. I say this in every video, but I say it in every video because I mean it. You guys are awesome. I truly thank you for all your support on this channel. Keep smashing it. You know, keep commenting down below. That's what I made this channel for, to communicate with other Spurs fans. And I love the community that we are building on this channel. So look, take care of yourselves. Have a smashing weekend. And as always, Comedy Spurs, in Ange we trust, and Levy and Enoch